another artist coming up, and her name is Lady Eclectic. Lady Eclectic hails from Montclair, New Jersey, so she came all the way down to visit us. She's a native of Montclair, and she is named after Cafe Eclectic, which is no longer open, but she's going to bring a fusion of a few different pieces. Put your hands together for Lady Eclectic. Miss Lady Eclectic, one question for you. Do you have a favorite artist? And if so, who is it? If you had to choose. Any artist in general. And tell us why.
I would have to say India Arie.
All right, ladies.
Thank you. It's good to see Refined Mind again. This is the second time I've been blessed by his performance. Thank you all for coming. It just is. Why must I slit my wrist and bleed my soul into this paper when I'm painting it for you on a billboard? Why must I continue to commit poetic, metaphoric acts of violence on these organs for you to understand? Why must my reality be dressed up for you like ranch and or blue cheese on these incredible barbecue wings? Maybe that was a necessity. But do you understand that a poet does not always write to be heard? Secretly, that poet is writing to be private, and you're the only ones fortunate enough to be screening it. His innermost vulnerable thoughts, strong pyramid walls and Egyptian royalty broken down like Chinese dynasties once proud, like Japanese samurai honor are now laid out for you, gourmet. The chef of poets slaves over a hot, steamy stove in the middle of the night, afraid to sleep for fear of losing inspiration to an ever-growing epidemic of apathy in the world. Digging deep in the graveyard of harsh memories, secretly tucked away, emotions due to an emotionally detached world mesmerized by judgmental ideals. In a sexually uptight, homophobic, depressed, lonely, and regretful world, poets are placed in a box labeled emotional when really it should be called a breakthrough. Poets, stand up with your machetes and with one unified strike break down this also weak box of ignorance. I'm locked in a room with soundproof walls of criticism. I scream prose and only one heard me when no one else was supposed to listen. Deaf ears are bleeding to hear, but you cannot listen if you refuse to understand your audience. We need each other to survive. Open your eyes. Poets need love too. We are just people. In this world of crumbling parts, we can continue to a better future. Despite predictions of upcoming viral diseases, global warming threatening to melt us away into civilizations of nothingness and a hopeless economy. Despite corruption in the world, we don't have to depend on just politicians to promote change. It starts by opening your hearts and your minds. The next time a poet comes to this stage, don't look for beautiful imagery that have never seen the light of day. Instead, extend compassion from its dusty source within you and just listen.